Well, good morning from Pecan Hill Farm on a beautiful April morning. Had a little cool front come through last night and some storms came through, but luckily they went around us because some of the towns down around here south of Dallas got up to almost baseball size hail, so I'm glad we missed that. There's one of the best investments I ever made right there. My little tractor. He's not very big, but he sure does a lot of work for me. But anyway, I want to show you a new project we got going here. And that is finally getting this back forest area or brush area behind my house cleaned off so I can put a fence back here. I haven't wanted to put a fence back here. But after the coyotes came through and ran off with 4 ducks and 4 chickens, I figured it's about time. I've been here almost 5 years, and I finally have got it cleared out. Hasn't been a top priority, but they used to be the brush line used to be from this tree here, these trees over here was kind of the line, and so that's about 25 feet, 25 feet or 30 feet back to this string, which is pretty close to my property line, up that direction and down that direction. It's kind of hard to tell back here on the property lines when they surveyed this property. The brush was so thick back here that they didn't put a marker on that corner there, or they didn't put a marker down here on this corner. And I'll show you why. Because the property almost fell down there. My property line runs down into that creek down there. So I never have known where my property ends down that creek. I tried to measure it back from the street, and it's pretty hard to figure it out when you got to go down in there to try to find it. You can see all these vines. This is kind of what this back of this property looked like when we bought the place. All these vines here, this tree here where these vines have circled up this tree. I mean, that's what it was like all the way in this back here. So it's been quite a while to get this done. If I didn't have that lady by the name of Gabrielle who stayed with us for a while, she would come back here almost every day for a couple hours and whack at vines and stuff with a hatchet, and she really did most of the work. I just come back through here this week with my tractor and cut some more things down to open up this property. So this is where our fence is going to be, along the back, and then I'm going to come around along that side, come up in front of that trailer, in front of that riding lawnmower there, and then connect into that short fence, and then continue the fence along the back all the way down until where my property line is down there, across. Let's walk on over here. The sun's kind of coming up from the east there on the camera, but it's going to come along this side, so I'm going to have a little privacy from the neighbors there. Let's keep walking. There's my patos and my gallinos. I'm trying to learn Portuguese. So they are a pato, that's a duck, and a gallino is a chicken. I may not be saying it right, but that's pretty close, I think. So, we come along here up to my, I started my orchard here, and then I'm going to go right across back to that greenhouse. So all this area here will be fenced in, and I'll remove this fence here. And my wife would really like to get one of those small miniature cows, or a vaca, I believe they say in Portuguese, a vaca. And but we'll see if that happens. But anyway, that's my project I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have to burn that wood pile one of these days. I've always been a little afraid to do it because I had a issue at one place where I was living with the fire got out of control one time, and that was kind of humiliating to have to call the volunteer fire department out to put it out. But I need to do that. But anyway, well, since we're out here, let's take a look here a little bit at what's going on here at the garden. I've got these blackberries I've planted. They're starting to bloom down through here on either side, which is good. I've uncovered all my cages here, and my tomatoes are starting to grow up. And I've planted marigolds and different flowers here. I got a pepper there, another marigold, another tomato. I had a little problem with my it got just cold enough a couple weeks ago. It kind of did my zucchini plants in, so I replanted some seeds. I haven't seen them coming up yet. And we'll just go on down. Here's petunia, pepper, another seeds for a zucchini, marigold, pepper, another tomato. Here's one zucchini that survived those little lower temperatures that morning. And back up here to the tomato. But the blackberries are looking good. Looks like I'll get some blackberries off these this year. Okay, a fig tree is coming back out from the ground again. I don't think I'll ever get figs around here, but let's come into here and you'll see my apple trees are blooming. Both of these. And looks like this jujube starting to bloom out. And I believe I'm going to have some nectarines this year. Let's see here. I can find some of those. There we go. So that wind's blowing. There's one little baby there. So there's another one there. Well, what about right there? There we go. So it looks nectarines are coming. I planted okra down through here and some more beans down through here, and they haven't sprouted yet. There's my little German plum tree. I won't have any plums on him, but he's growing up. Proud of him. He's come a long way. Another nectarine tree. Hopefully I've got nectarines coming out on this one. Now I see a few up in there. Let's go over here and look. Yeah, there's some up in there. That's good. We'll get some apples. My neighbor brought me some leaves, which is a good thing. I'll use those for sure. My potatoes finally come up, but they're not looking too good. I wonder if that soil is too acidic, for these. I got blueberries in here, and I made that soil pretty acidic, and they just don't seem to be doing as good as this one over here. I buried in these tires. Now that looks like a real potato right there. These here don't look too good, so we'll see how that works. Oh, my asparagus. Doggone, I've been cutting that asparagus, and look at it. It's already shot up again. I want to have to harvest some of that today. My corn is starting to come up. You might be able to see it's starting to poke their little heads up. I'm going to try to plant corn in here. I did, and it is coming up, so that's good. More peppers. We love peppers. This is just a jalapeno pepper bed here. Then over here, I got some more peppers growing amongst some onions. And then I about abandoned this bed, but I went ahead and planted a couple things in it. More peppers there, and then a Seminole pumpkin there. So, and then right here is the main blackberry patch. I don't think I'm going to have near as many this year as I had last year in here, but they are starting to bloom, so that's good. They're good for canning. I mean, for making jam out of. I've made a lot of jam this last year. Let's go up to the front of the house. This is this Chickasaw plum. He's just about done blooming. Hopefully we'll get some plums off of him. I like to make some plum jam. Okay, here's our planted beans in here. I got the Cherokee wax, and so they've come up looking pretty good. There's some right here that haven't quite sprouted in here in the middle, but these on either end they're doing good. There's some lettuce there that I need to harvest. So that's looking all right. Then we got one little area over here. Got another pepper there. Planted a tomato. These are going to be supposed to be the black tomatoes. They're supposed to be the darkest, blackest tomato that there is. So we'll see how those do. And then over here I've got some cucumbers, some zucchini there in the middle, a watermelon on that other side. So we'll see how these work out. But anyway, everything's off to a good start. My roses are looking good there. They'll probably bloom here pretty soon. But everything's looking good. I'll show these rose bushes over here. I thought they're about dead. I do have 3 blackberry bushes right in here that got some blooms on them. Right there. So it's good. You know, these things that 0 degrees or 2 below, I thought they'd just about done these rose bushes in, but they are coming back from the bottom. I'm going to have to come in here and prune out the dead there to make it look a little more appealing, but they are coming back up. And this knockout rose, it survived. It's starting to get its first blooms on it. So things are looking up. I've got to get ready to go down to the hardware store and buy some T-post. Get ready to start working on that fence. But I'll get back with you guys here in maybe a week. See if I've made any progress on that fence. Update some more of the gardening videos here. There's not a whole lot going on right now, but just hoping that they'll continue to grow. It is crazy here. This 1st of April, and I've already had to water several times because we just hadn't got much rain. So hopefully we'll get some good rain, and I think that would really help jumpstart a lot of these young vegetables, because they do like rain better than tap water. So I'm gonna let you go. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video.